Hi, how are you? My name is Marty. I'm from the Bay Area, California. And today I would like to share with you for a marketing analysis for October 2022. And these data are based on the Fry Homes data. They have this comprehensive information that I would like to share with you from San Francisco, from the South Bay and Peninsula, right here on this side of the Bay Area. And let me start from right now. To start with, we see the October 2022 just last month, they were the median list price is about 1.59. And that is just last month's comparison to last year, the same month, they have a close to $1.8 million. This year dropped to 1.59, about $1.6 million. So you can see the gap right here. And that is a good thing for the buyer with the cash. If you want to buy it right now, is the best time to do it because the price is obviously a lot lower compared to last year. But if you're borrowing the money with a high interest rate, that doesn't mean you want to give up, because if you have a higher down payment, even if a high interest rate, you can still pay less. That's basically my suggestion for you. That's for the San Francisco area. And for the median sale price for the October is about 1.62 million. Comparison to last year, you just a little bit above. That's around 1.7, 1.8, same time last year for the October. So this year actually is much better because you save about $200,000 right here. So I suggest you, if you are thinking about to buy, now is not a bad time. And that's for San Francisco. Let's take a look at another data for October 2022 San Francisco. There are 62 houses that are put on the market. 61. You can see the dramatic difference for the October data is right next to my neck right here. Is way below 100 houses. Comparison to last year, same time, they have about close to 500 homes sell. So we can tell that last year was during pandemic. A lot of people, they actually want to sell their house. They want to get into that moment of sell the high price, and that was seller's market. Everybody want to buy, and this year becomes a buyer's market. They only have 62. So people with the cash, you can have a very good choice out of 62 homes that you can pick the best one with a lower price. Now is the best time to buy. As you can see, toward the end of the year, you can tell the house listing is going to drop down, perhaps even below 50. So we'll see the data to find out. And actually, October last year was a lot of sold. You can see it's about close to about 300, or above 300. If a condo is about 300, but for the house is close to 300. That's very good. This year we only had 23 for October 2022, just last month. You can see the big difference. People are scared. They don't want to pay with a high interest rate. However, if you have a cash over or you have a big down payment, then even you still borrow money, you can still balance, and later on you can still do a refinance. So that is a good strategy for you. And let's take a look for the South Bay. South Bay is where I am. I mean San Jose, and also South Bay covers Milpitas as well as a lot of cities right here on this side. That is the Santa Clara and also Sunnyvale and Palo Alto, Los Altos, as well as Mountain View, not Mountain Dew, okay, Mountain View, and also the Cupertino. So there's a lot of very expensive cities close to. After you reach Santa Clara County, you go a little north, you will see a lot of good houses, very expensive. But as from the data, you can see it's almost flat for the house for 2021 and 2022. Even is higher interest rate and with more people that is afraid of inflation, the price in South Bay is still going up. It's steadily going up. People are expecting the lower price in South Bay. That is probably not the case. Even toward the end of the year, people are still selling, still doing their best job they can. And for the South Bay, you can say it's really not the buyer's market because the sales price is very steady. So there won't be any so-called buyer's market. Though you can see that this price is 1.49 comparison to last year, it was close to $1.2 million. So it is increasing even with a high interest rate and high inflation rate. So you can see the difference in South Bay. People are still buying the house. That's no doubt. Same thing for the condo. That lower for close to below 600 range, little bit above 600 marks, and the condo this year for 2022 October close to 800. So increasingly, still you can see the price go up for a South Bay. So it doesn't apply for those concept about high interest, high inflation. To the South Bay, it does not apply. Let's take a look at the next data that we can see for the median price, still 1.4, and that is high. You can see the price that is comparison to beginning of 2022 for March and April and May, the price about 1.5 million. Now it's way it look below 1.5 million, about 1.4 million dollars. So you can see the price, the trend is going up and going down. That's because affected by those the so-called interest rate and inflation, but not a lot of change. You can see if people come with the cash, now is also the best time to buy. People come with the highly big chunk of down payment. Now is still affordable for them to buy. And then later you can still do the refinance. So you can see in South Bay, like I say, it doesn't affect a lot. Last year, you have a close to 800, close to 600 homes that is on the market. This year, dropped 400 homes on the market for October. So comparison wise, even though it go down a lot, still a lot of people selling the house. So it's not really affect South Bay right here a lot. And so it's a 467 homes on the market and actually sold about 373 homes sold for October 2022, just last month, which means still very, very vibrant, still very, a lot of people still buying. The last year, because the pandemic, people buying like is free. They think it's a good price. They want to buy. This year is dropping about comparison to October last year. Last year about 700, almost 800. This year is about 400. Almost dropped half of people want to sell, but still are still very high demanding. People still buying. So end up still 373 houses sold. So that's pretty amazing though, by the way. There's a lot of houses on the for the South Bay. Peninsula. Peninsula, as you can see, the price is not really fluctuates a lot, and they pretty stable, just like the the South Bay. Just like South Bay, the price, the median price still not change a lot. By the way, do you know what median price stands for? Median price means happen the most. So that means if it is 1.988, that means a lot of houses sold the list for 1.988 on this table. You can see a lot of houses sold. That's why it's called median price. It means a lot of people sell the price range on that price range. And you can see the price is actually increasing comparison to last year. Last year was about close to 1.8, little bit 1.8, little bit more, but this year is close to $2 million. So even though it's with all that criteria we just talk about, the people still selling at high price. The inflation doesn't make a lot of change for Peninsula. So if you have a cash, it's better to buy rather than the next year because you know from this trend beginning of January for last year and beginning of January for this year, these increased a little bit, and you can tell if by the end of this year the price is going up, and that is for sure. For the real estate industry in the Bay Area, it's not going to go down a lot. They will continue to climb. There is no such thing as a recession, and perhaps even more people going to sell their house because the all the layoffs in Facebook and also the Twitter, the people cannot afford to pay. What next thing they want to do is to sell their house, and they cannot sell. They probably will sell the current price, which is even higher than when they bought a house. It's not going down. It's not going down. Perhaps not going a lot, but it's not going down. It would be maintaining. That would be my prediction right here. And let's take a look at Peninsula's median sale price. Still 1.498. Now remember we talked about just 1.98, 1.988, and also 1.948 is about $40,000 different. That's not a lot for the price of a house. The median sale price is still that is just about $40,000 less. So you can predict next year is going up, even though with all that condition happen, you can pretty much tell that it's going up. The median price for last year, as you can see, that for the house it was about a little bit over $2 million. This year is a little below $2 million. So you can see from this trend that is going to stay around $2 million. And last year for the November, as you can see, for the November last year was way above $2 million for the median sale price. So you know this year is going to stay around 2 million, which means if you have a cash, you have a big chunk of down payment, now is the best time to buy, because you know the price compared to last year is about close to $250,000 cheaper. So this is a good time to buy. I just cannot stress anymore. And for the Peninsula's list home, that means the market on the house on the market for October was 188 homes. This year, last year is already dropping to about the same, is about below 150 houses on the market. This year is almost going 200, and you can tell by the end of the year probably is going up. By this trend, you can see more houses are gonna put on the market. They want to make it before the new year, and probably that's going to be, even though they are Christmas, Thanksgiving coming, but I doubt people are not selling the house because they want to use this time to sell the house. Because you sell the house, you're not going to move right away. You can still wait until after the new year. So now put on the market actually is a good strategy. So that's what I can show you about it. And the actual house pending, that means under contract, is a 63. You have a 183, but 63, that's about 1/3 of that many houses got under the contract. And then you can see the is October right now. You can see the light green for the house. It 63, but for the last year it was it was higher, a lot higher, by the way. It was a lot higher, close to 140, close to 140. So it dropped dramatically, about 80 houses out compared to last year. But I would say that because this is a pending price, that they get into contract, they're willing to take a little less. Like I cannot stress anymore. Now is the best time to buy if you have a cash. If you have a big chunk of down payment, now is the best time to buy. With that, we already analyzed today for the San Francisco, for the South Bay and Peninsula. Actually, on this side of the Bay Area, on the left side, close to the Pacific Ocean, and this side is actually very demanding for people want to buy a house. I encourage you to buy. If you have money, you have a cash to buy, because you can avoid the high interest rate. You can avoid the high listing price because right now it's going down. And if you have a big chunk of a down payment, now I suggest you to place that offer to, and who you look for is me. You look for me, I help you. I can help you to sell, I can help you to buy. That is not a problem. Just look for me, I'd be glad to help you. My name is Marty. I'm here with the Bay Area for 3 years already. Please come by and check me out. And my phone number is on my Facebook page. Let me know. I'd be glad to help you. Thank you so much. It's nice talking to you.